of Level Up Creators and Level Up Creator School. I'm our Director of Operations, and Amanda Northcutt is our CEO. Today, we're going to be giving you guys another recap on what is happening inside of our MRR Accelerator program. And so, we're so glad to spend a few minutes of your day with you. And if you have questions at any point in time, feel free to drop those in the chat. If you have not met us, there are two ways that we help thought leaders like you build rock solid recurring revenue businesses. First, we have Level Up Creators, which is our done for you white glove consulting firm. And this includes our MRR Accelerator program. And the second is Level Up Creator School, where we help a global group of thought leaders build businesses through a done with you model. Creator School includes access to our consulting team and our methodology in a way that used to be exclusively reserved for our consulting clients. So, welcome. And again, we are so glad to have you. Okay, so we have a few deliverables that we're working on and delivering to our accelerator program this week. One of those being a style guide. So we'll start there. What is important about a style guide, and how does a business use a style guide to make sure that their tone and their message stays consistent?
Yeah, style guides have been kind of evolving with the advent of, how accessible AI is, right? Everybody's using it right now. And so style guides originally were, here's what the company sounds like. Here's the company ethos, the DNA of it. Here's things that we say. Here's things that we don't say. Here's the tone of voice that we use. Here's, specific phrases that we use, right? Your elevator pitch, if you will. And so that still exists at many, many companies. And there are also style guides now that are specifically made to feed your ChatGPT or Claude project to help you create really, really dialed in on brand content. Those tend to be quite a lot more robust, and they're, again, very specifically done. And so that's kind of an interesting evolution and something that has been around for a really long time as AI is helping us increase the quality of our content without burnout.
Yeah. And how does the MRR Accelerator style guide help our clients specifically? What makes ours different?
Yeah. Well, I can't give away all of our secret sauce, but our style guide, the style guide that we create and deliver for our accelerator participants helps us do all manner of things, all of which I won't like say here live, but some of the things that it helps us do is write all of their funnels. And so every single page of their website, every lead magnet landing page, every sales page, the about page, the speaker page, and so on and so forth. But not just that. That's really kind of just the beginning. And then we've got these really amazing um, email automations that we employ in order to facilitate conversion rate optimization and to help prospective customers move forward in the customer journey. And so we've got, when you get a confirmation email that you've downloaded a lead magnet and you get a couple more emails, maybe learning a little bit more about the person or company or creator you got that for. And they're hopefully, if they're doing it right, are trying to guide you to on a journey of value recognition to the sales page. Like you've gotten a little bit of free value there, you should be giving you a little more value in that nurture automation. And then we are leading to a specific product or service. So we do cart abandonment, onboarding, payment failure. I mean, there's a massive suite of automations that we employ and write, design, and build and test continuously for our clients to the end of supporting the customer journey, to the end of conversion rate optimization and multi five figure recurring revenue, which is a pretty sweet thing for, the one person business.
Yeah. Something else that we're working on this week is product ladders and kind of building that for each of our clients. So, and many creators that we've worked with have struggled with like getting a succinct, like very
Yeah.
seamless product ladder.
Yeah.
Can you kind of explain what that is and why that's important?
Yeah. So your product ladder is basically a high level overview, like at the 10,000 foot level of what you have to offer in the form of solutions, right? Business is all about solutions to problems for a specific group of people. And if you can make a match and communicate well and communicate the value outcomes and transformation that you provide for your prospective and current customers, then hopefully they will enter your product ladder. They'll buy something and then hopefully the next thing and the next thing. And hopefully those are recurring revenue products and services. But the product ladder just details like, here's everything you sell. Here's a snapshot of everything. It's like the name of the product, some bullet points about value outcome and transformation, a little bit on how that product is delivered, because we're just packaging solutions, and you can package solutions as a course, a membership, group coaching, one-on-one coaching or consulting, a challenge, and so on and so forth. And then how much we're thinking about charging for that. And then we take that product ladder, which is part of a strategy, a business strategy document, which is, okay, we have this 10-year vision, we have a 3-year mission, we have core values now, we have some goals. How are we going to get there, right? The strategy is your roadmap. That's your turn-by-turn directions to get to that 10-year vision. And it's also houses your decision-making framework. So no matter what's going on internally, externally, macroeconomic, microeconomic factors, you're able to make informed, intelligent, data-driven, both on the qualitative and quantitative side, decisions no matter what you face. Because in the accelerator, we're giving both a fish and a fishing pole. We teach you, we're setting up your business for you, we're building it for you, but we're also teaching you how to run it and make good decisions. So that's like the fishing pole piece of it. So it explains
Yeah.
what people buy from you, the solutions that you offer, and how to make decisions in your business to get you toward that 10-year vision.
Yeah. And what are the biggest mistakes you see creators make when they are first developing their product ladder?
Yeah. So there's a lot. I don't ever
There's
come in here with the questions beforehand, so y'all are always getting me like on the
off the cuff.
spot. So problems in the product ladder are not understanding the solution that you're providing or communicating that effectively. So that's more like a sales problem, but a product problem would be perhaps you have built a product and it maybe does not deliver the value outcomes and transformation that you promised. And that has a lot to do with customer experience, which is actually what we're talking about in group coaching tomorrow with our first accelerator cohort. I'm super excited about that. But yeah, missing the empathy piece, not putting yourself in the shoes of your customers and prospective customers and trying to see what it's like to walk a day in their shoes, and does the product or service actually deliver what it is. And then the biggest problem that we solve for is products that don't earn MRR, right? We want to,
Yeah.
I love this phrase Amanda Getz says, or something she said, and I turned it into a phrase, but like we are earning recurring revenue in exchange for providing recurring value, right? So it's
Yeah.
equitable, mutually beneficial exchange happening, as opposed to that one time, course purchase or something like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah. We have time for like one more question. Um, I was gonna say for the accelerator program, like I don't think that we've really ever talked about the group coaching and like the weekly like benefit that we give there.
Yeah.
So will you give us just like a synopsis on what that is and how we kind of cater that to the cohort we're currently serving, and how we'll do that also for the cohorts in the future? And
Mhm.
then kind of like if you are even on the edge of thinking about joining the wait list for this next cohort, what would make that person a good fit for the next cohort that's coming up?
Yeah. So group coaching is the fishing pole piece. So we've got like deliverables that we are working through over the entire 7-month period that follows our process, the MRR method. And that's like the building of the business piece. Like we are building your dream business that you're going to want to do for at least the next 10 years. And we're defining your vision, then we're bringing it to fruition. Group coaching happens every Wednesday for this cohort. And that's the fishing pole piece. And so that's how we're working through business operations, hiring, managing, accountability, goal setting, OKRs, objectives and key results. We're talking about customer experience design. We're talking about finance. We're talking about accounting. We talk about mental models, decision making. And so a lot of it is sort of how to think and act like a top CEO in your individual business. I mean, the name of our company is Level Up Creators. So we are bringing people up to the level of potential that they want to achieve, honestly, like as high as they want to go, like we're going to help bring them there. And so that's a really important component, not just for like us and other special guests, like guiding and facilitating those group discussions, but it's like the people in our accelerator are amazing, brilliant,
Yeah.
talented experts, and they all bring so much to the table. So it's quite, speaking of like customer experience, quite experiential and relationship building. It just kind of brings like another pretty significant component of the accelerator like into the fold. It's really, really important and exciting. And you mentioned our next cohort, I am starting to have intro calls the last week in March. We have a couple dozen people on our wait list, so that's awesome. We will either take 5 or 6 for the second cohort that launches May 1st. So we're super upfront about pricing. It is $20,000 per month for 7 months. It is a $140,000 program, and the price will likely go up to $175,000 for the cohort we are likely launching in September, because we're learning and refining our process and everything like that. And in exchange, you get a multi 5-figure monthly recurring revenue guarantee. And if we don't reach that guarantee for some reason by the end of the 7-month accelerator, my team continues to work with you in our full fractional capacity until we do hit the MT. So this is all rock solid in the contract, and it's a very equitably written contract. It's very clear. There's no gotchas. But it's a major investment, but it is the surest thing you will ever do because it is there in black and white. There's no way for me to like wriggle my way out of it. As long as you do your part, we do ours, and we hit the guarantee. So if you are, a subject matter expert with 15 years of experience, you know your stuff, and you want to, or maybe you already are and it's not going the way you wanted it to, do coaching and or consulting, we are here to build that boutique coaching or consulting firm for you. And again, guarantee the results and help you design beautiful customer experiences, give you the roadmap, give you the fish, give you the fishing pole, and help you build the business of your dreams without all of the throwing spaghetti at the wall and the frustration and the 100-hour work weeks many of us have been through. And it's just really not fun. So we help you set out kind of on a different path and a different trajectory.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
and
cool.
mrraccelerator.com is where you can sign
Yeah,
up
I
for
just
the
dropped
intro
it in the
list.
chat.
Yeah,
That's what I was
thanks.
doing when I was looking over here. Yeah, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining. You can find more information at that link that I just dropped in the chat if you're interested, but be sure to follow us for more tips and insights on building a successful recurring revenue business, and we will see you next week. Thank you so much.
Thanks.